Hey guys, welcome back to another daily collective. I'm going to try to get my head in the game. I've got so much swirling around in my brain right now. I can't, some things I have a hard time letting go. And the other day, and I won't drop any names because I feel like it's incredibly unprofessional and inappropriate. But as a reader on YouTube, I fell off a while ago because I just had to recover. I mean, I went through a lot. And when I say it almost took my life, I'm not kidding. Like, I mean that literally. It almost took my life. What I was going through shut me down so fiercely. It's so, I just don't, my, like, literally, I was bedbound during the short period of time that well, it was a couple of years that I was gone off of YouTube. And I lost so many subscribers, which I understand because people clean up their subscriber list, and if they haven't had content from anybody, they unsubscribe. I get that. But when I was at the top of my game, I was good at what I did, and I knew that. I was really good at it, and I would be so much further along, right up there, side by side, with the top readers that are up there, because I was good at my craft. I'm just now getting my feet back into the water and slowly gaining that strength back and slowly gaining my connection to spirit back. It's getting stronger and stronger every day, and I'm so grateful for that because there was a time where I was writing a will for my children, and because I was just so ill. But during all that time, I've stayed, watching YouTube, watching readers and everything, and feeling bad for myself because, going over of look where I could be, look what I could have, and then I had to, and I was really down on myself because of it. But then I had to think about it. You know, I'm so blessed just to be back and feeling stronger than I was. I mean, even if you go back and look at my old videos, you can see, if you see, I've got all this thinning hair. Like, my hair's falling out. It's completely changed its texture. I was really sick. I was really ill. If you go back to my previous videos, like way in the beginning, you'll see I had thick hair. I had full hair, and it was so curly. And now it's like straw, you know? And and that's just a little bit of proof, that's like, really, this, not this, but what I was going through, the emotional pain and all the trauma that I was experiencing, it really literally almost took my life. However, through all of that, I have stayed, tried to stay focused in what it is that I need to accomplish, and really on my own with no help. No help here or outside of my house. No help at all. I had to climb my way out of this hole and fight really hard to get my life back. So when I get on YouTube and I start watching people that I've really admired start talking about other readers, calling them bitch ass tarot readers, and excuse my language because I don't like to talk like this, but calling them pussies and shit like that, like, I have no respect for that. I have zero respect for that, and I will unsubscribe, unfollow, and I don't care how good you are at what you do, and that's unfortunate. I've even ordered a personal reading through this particular reader who pre-records the personal readings and emails them, and I didn't have an issue with that. I knew that ahead of time. But in the recording, She was yelling at me in the reading and then saying how I have a Scorpio rising so I can handle it. I'm just like beside myself with this. So I want to say this. I don't ever come up here and attack other readers, not ever. It doesn't matter to me what or how they go about doing their readings. Not everyone is for everyone, and I get that, you know, like some people's personalities just clash with your own. I will never ever never say anything bad about anybody because our personalities just don't match up. I mean, it is what it is. That's just how it is. You're not going to like every single person you ever come across, and it's the same vice versa. But you don't belittle people. You don't berate people. You don't knock them down when there's plenty of tarot readers on here that know the cards well, but may not be very intuitive. So what? If they can read the cards, they're still doing the work. Who cares if they have a strong connection to spirit? And how dare you come for anybody who doesn't? Like, I don't understand that. And so I want to say this. I will never tell you that I think you should stop listening to a certain reader. The only thing that I will say is use your discernment. If you like somebody in the way that they read, it doesn't matter what another person's opinion is. Because when I see readers that have a really big following, on top of that, quite popular, degrade and talk about other readers like that, it kind of makes you question the motive. Are you that cutthroat? Are you that opinionated? Are you that bitter? I don't know. Competitive? When you do this type of work, when you are a light worker, it doesn't make sense to be a light worker and then to knock down other light workers. And if somebody wants to be a light worker and they don't feel like they are, and they can only read the tarot because they know the book meaning of the tarot, look, why does that make them a lesser person? It doesn't. You know, what happened to humanitarianism? What happened to loving thy neighbor? What happened to boosting morale and lifting other people up when they're down? And I just find it incredibly cold, you know, and so, and it's not cool. People read the way they read, period. And if you don't like the way somebody reads because you just want a more intuitive message, that's okay. But you don't have to knock them down, especially when you're on a platform and you're providing a service to thousands of people around the globe, and then provide that service and yell at people in a private reading. I just feel like that should be taken with a grain of salt. You know, like when you come across people like that, consider the source and don't take everything at face value, because it's not fair for somebody to boost their self up by knocking other people down. That's not okay. That's not okay. And I apologize. I just really wanted to get that out because I was highly offended, and not even for myself, because I do connect spiritually, but I was offended for other readers on YouTube that struggle with that because they're trying to build their craft. It's a very scary, scary thing to get on a social media platform knowing that thousands of people around the globe you have never met are going to turn on their screen and watch you. That's intimidating. That's intimidating. And so you're trying your best under nervous pressure to deliver the best information that you know how. and knowing that you're probably going to be judged. But as long as people are polite and treat you kind, the wall will come down and the more relaxed you'll become. Until somebody comes by and calls you a bitch-ass tarot reader. Or pussy-ass this or something. I mean, it's so inappropriate and it's so not okay. I'm not going to name drop because I don't believe in that. It's not okay. All I'm saying is if you come across people like that, use your discernment. Use your discernment and maybe stick up for the underdog. Stick up for people. You know, if you see stuff like that, the message can be powerful that they're delivering. You know, they could be getting strong intuitive hits and deliver the message that you're looking for. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't be able to stick up for the underdog. I know I do. And I will continue to do that. You should not put other people, you can't, how do you do this work and still put other people down? I just don't see how that works. But anyway, enough with my rant. I had to get that out because I had to unfollow, I had to unsubscribe, and yeah, that just, and this is after a few times of experiencing that, and it wasn't directed toward me, but I'm a reader, and so on some level I take offense to that, and it's not okay. So I apologize, but I wanted to get that out because that's really eating at me. It's really eating at me. It's just not good practice. But anyway, I hope you are all doing very well. Welcome back to another collective. I do thank you for listening to my rant. And let's get into this reading, shall we? I really feel like vacation is on the brain. Some of you may be thinking about taking a break. Whether it's a 2-day weekend break or a full week to 2 weeks. Who cares, right? A break is a break. You need the break, take the break. You might need to just get away from what you may consider chaos or something uncomfortable. And you might also be dealing with a lot of brain fog right now, and that's okay, it'll pass. Just don't make any big decisions. It's like, it has a very Mercury retrograde sort of feel to that, you know? But I still feel like we're moving through this energy, still moving through the energy of preparing ourselves for better. I think we're coming into a stronger awareness of what is going on around us. And I think we are heading closer towards what feels good to us personally. And I think starting to see that or feel that, seeing it and feeling it are two different things. Seeing it, it's great to see things. But when you feel it, that seems more concrete. When you feel something happening, that feels more concrete. That feels more unavoidable. It feels more tangible, you know? And I think that's what we're heading towards, something more tangible. And starting to actually be connected to that and understand, you know, and feel that will help strengthen the, I suppose, the will to see it through. Alright, so let's see what the cards have to say. Collective, July 24th through the 25th. Ace of Swords. Boom. Cutting through the illusion of anything, really. After a resting period, after heartbreak and needing the respite. There's that rest that I was talking about. Nine of Swords. Yeah, see, having clarity and truth about something may be causing anxiety, but you're closer to the end of that when you're at the 9, right? You're coming up to the, you're closing this out. You still have a little work to go, but you're closing it out. But look what comes next, the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is, and look, he's like in this meditative state, you know, and it's like he's definitely at peace. But also look behind him. This is like the travel. I'm trying to turn the card like this so the light doesn't reflect too much on it. But doesn't this look like the vacation? Doesn't that look like the break away? It does to me. And I'm going to grab this other deck and kind of clarify this King of Cups, because look what's at the bottom. The Ten of Wands, dropping the burdens. As soon as I pick it up, that's what I see. So let me clarify this King of Cups. And this is after going through so much anxiety and, you know, really a lot of mental torture, you know. And what I call mental torture is like repeating things in your head over and over again. And it's like dwelling there. That causes mental torture. I mean, there's nobody that can drive ourselves crazy more than ourselves, you know. We can drive our own selves crazy. But yeah, there's a waiting for an opportunity. I feel like most of you are just waiting for an opportunity to strike that match, you know. Or you're waiting, you know, some of you could be waiting for a fight that's not going to happen, but you're expecting it because you're just so used to that energy. But you may find peace instead. Some of you may have to get one last hurrah out by speaking your truth and speaking your mind before you start feeling balanced. Then that's okay. Speak your mind. Speak your truth. You know, do that. But try to stay out of your head. Try not to overthink. Nine of Swords came out again about your stability. See, this is that mental entrapment causing all that confusion, right? And just juggling so much with the Two of Pentacles. But there's a new beginning coming, and it's coming in swiftly. And the King of Cups is here again. This is something you're going to nurture. This is something that you're willing to take a risk on, ending an old cycle of feeling left out in the cold, okay? Or feeling like not enough, like you're not enough. This is coming to a close. You're going to start to feel better about yourself. And I say get out in the sun more. If you have noticed, and this is what I notice with myself, when I feel down, I will lay down. I will go lay down. I will take a nap. And then I get up, and then I'm still not feeling that great. But then I'll go to work, or I'll get up and leave the house and go do something. And just by moving my body, it's releasing endorphins, it's releasing dopamine, serotonin, and you just feel better. Like you feel emotionally better, mental clarity. Like your body movement is so important. And so sometimes you might have to force yourself to get up and do something, but this is the time to do that. So in the next 24 hours, you know, I should stop saying that. I do these daily collectives, but time is fluid, okay? So there is no time I should attach to these. It's whenever it makes sense, or whenever you're drawn to it is when, brain fog. Gosh, I can't think of what I'm trying to say. I'm telling you, it's like a Mercury retrograde. But brain fog is a big issue for me right now. But the energy is fluid. Whenever you feel drawn to a reading, then you should probably watch it. It'll make sense. But yeah, so this doesn't have any time attached to it. I just do this daily, okay? So what I feel in the moment and what is important in the moment is what I'll deliver. And every day there's something important. Spirit never runs out. Never, never, ever runs out of information. Whether you find it useful or not, they always have something for you. Always. They never come up dry. So this is the message for today. Move your body. Get out. Move your body. You're going to feel so much better. You will feel more accomplished. These things that you've been struggling with and maybe got some brain fog around it, getting up and moving your body is going to help clear that out. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get up and move my body today because I definitely have some mental fog going on here. So that's the message, guys. I hope it made sense. And I apologize for my long rant in the beginning. I had to get that out. I had to. I had to. Because it just, it's not okay. It's not okay. And I don't want you to ever feel like you can't stick up for, if you ever see that, you should stick up for the underdog, because half these readers don't even know that this is happening, and it's not fair. It's not cool. I don't like it. I think it's incredibly rude. It's incredibly inappropriate. If you're good at what you do, stay good at what you do, minus the opinion on other people. How dare you come for somebody because they're not as good as you? Like that, really? That's not light work. That's dark work, you know. So anyway, I appreciate all of you. I love all of you so much, and I will be back. I'm gonna get out of this house and get some sun for a little while, and come back and start recording monthlies. My schedule at work has picked, you know, I got more hours at work, so I'm gonna have even less time to record, but I'm determined to do this all over again and make this work, because my channel was doing well before I got sick. It was doing very well before I got sick, and it would be so much further than what it is if that didn't happen. But everything happens for a reason, so I no longer dwell there, and I'm no longer upset about that. However, I am back, and I am not going anywhere. I love you guys, and I love this work way too much. So it would be greatly appreciated if you guys would share, like, subscribe, and even comment. The comments help the algorithms. The sharing and the likes help the algorithms. The subscribes and hitting the notification bell helps the algorithms, which means it helps my videos rank higher in search. So when people are looking for readings on YouTube, mine will pop up as one that they should click on. And it would be greatly appreciated. And it doesn't cost you anything, and it really doesn't take much effort at all. So but it's truly appreciated, and I'm truly grateful. Also, in the comments, if you would, and if you don't mind, let me know if you guys want to have live sessions. I would love to do that. If we have enough people, I'll do it. But I would love to go live and provide free readings up there, and schedule a time to do that with you guys. I'm so on board with it, and I would love to do that. So let me know, okay? And I will talk to you soon. And I hope my rant in the beginning wasn't too long, but I love y'all. Bye. Take care.